Hello, everyone. Greetings from Bangladesh. And today I would like to address a question posed by my friend 3 days ago. He asked, how can I know if Jesus is in my heart? I don't know about you, but personally, I believe that this is an incredibly important question for all of us to contemplate. Now, Second Peter chapter 1, verse 4 says, by which he has granted to us his precious and very great promises, so that through them you may become partakers of the divine nature. This verse tells us that by having faith in God and clinging to his precious promises, we become partakers of the divine nature. It is an incredible privilege to become partakers of the divine nature. And of course, to become partakers of the divine nature is also the ultimate goal for all believers. Now, let's go back to the question, how can I truly know that Jesus Christ is in my heart? Now, let us turn to the Spirit of Prophecy for more enlightenment and guidance in this subject. Now, Ellen White says that the first indicator that we have Christ in our heart is a response to correction and criticism. Ellen White, in her article in Review and Herald dated July 12, 1887, addresses this very important question of Christ's presence in our life. She says, but you will say, how am I to know that Christ is in my heart? If when you are criticized or corrected in your way and things do not go just as you think they ought to go, and then you let your passion arise instead of bearing the correction and being patient and kind, Christ is not abiding in the heart. So, how do you respond to correction and criticism? You know that correction and criticism can be very painful. And Ellen White says that if, when confronted with correction and criticism, we let our passions, emotions, or negative feelings emerge or arise, instead of responding with patience and kindness, it indicates that Christ is not dwelling in our hearts. So this challenges us to examine our reaction and ask the Holy Spirit to help us cultivate the virtues that reflect Christ's character. Now, second indicator, the manifestation of graces, as Ellen White says that this refers to the fruit of the Holy Spirit in Galatians 5:22 and 23. In another Review and Herald article dated December 21, 1886, Ellen White raises an important point. She says, are you in a position where you do not possess these graces? Just as soon as anyone crosses you or offends you, does there arise in your heart a feeling of bitterness, a spirit of rebellion? If this is the spirit you have, bear in mind that you have not the spirit of Christ. It is another spirit. It says that when someone crosses or offends us, if a feeling of bitterness or a spirit of rebellion arises within our hearts, if this is our prevailing spirit, we are reminded that we do not possess the Spirit of Christ, rather, it is another spirit. As I mentioned earlier, that the graces are the fruits of the Holy Spirit. Therefore, the presence of Christ within us becomes evident through the display of love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self control. Now, brothers and sisters, let us invite the Holy Spirit to work in our hearts, transforming us to reflect His character. That through this transformation, His love, joy, and peace will flow through us, bringing glory to His name. And may our lives will bear witness to the truth that Christ is in us. God bless you.